trying to like figure it out. Like, you know, like you see the older people above you, like they like it because it's like they drive probably. So it's like drive. It's like more natural. But for me, it's like I haven't drove in real life. Yeah,
on the wrong side
they telling me to like go to this cone. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. Like, yeah, shifting. I'm like, shift what? What is that? I remember I was like younger and I was like, I saw a dude playing one game. It's still crazy to me that you playing like that you're playing with a manual on a video game. It's still crazy. But I remember I saw a dude like shifting like in real life on a video game, and I was just like, it's not that real though. I don't think.
I ain't gonna lie. Like Midnight Club was probably the greatest racing game though.
I like Forza low key. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I guess of that era, I did like Midnight. I like the car rollout. I like the car rollout.
The car customization.
And the soundtrack.
The soundtrack was hard.
Yeah. Just on a loop. Just that for 4 hours.
Fresh.
Oh, man. It's just an instrumental.
Just an instrumental. And I think they probably had their hands in that game, Cash Money.
Oh, Cash Money?
Birdman was like a voice. He had a
G-Unit, shout out G-Unit. Remember he had that game?
Oh yeah, Get Rich or Die Trying.
Damn, who had like a bigger run? Well, probably Cash Money, because Cash Money or G-Unit in that old like early 2000s. Right.
Yeah.
Would you say G-Unit or Cash Money?
Cash Money.
Cash Money. Okay, I was thinking that too.
Definitely.
It looked promising for G-Unit, but they kind of flamed out early 2000s. Like they didn't really go into 2010. They
died out too fast.
You know, they were relying on Curtis for like pretty much. And
then they had their beef with the game.
And that kind of extended it. You know, red rose, white ceiling.
Yep.
Shout out to Game Boy. You are a fucking scammer. No, he's actually funny. He's actually funny, dude. He's very entertaining. He gives me Ray J vibes. Like the game, like
it's very entertaining.
Yeah. But one franchise I wanted to start with was the Nutty Professor vibes. This is a franchise that after like kind of doing like a lot of 80s specials and like stand-ups movies where he kind of really embraced that whole like fat role, I guess. I don't know. Like he kind of made it funny. This was like the peak of like
real, like pinnacle fart joke era.
Yeah, I was just about to say
the gross side humor fart joke type movie.
But the one thing I did like about the movies
and the fat suits and stuff,
they would end up.
It was creative.
Yeah, it was creative, and it's kind of like
all them characters and stuff by himself.
And that's the thing you got to think about too, because it's like you'll watch the movie a second time and you'll kind of think you're like, this dude kind of looks familiar. Oh, that's Eddie Murphy, and you'll like think, hold up. That's Eddie Murphy. And you're like, hold up, that's also Eddie Murphy.
All of them was Eddie Murphy.
So even if you think like maybe the movie like wasn't as good, imagine how much effort that took.
That take a lot of effort.
You know what I'm saying?
Do all that by yourself.
Like that table scene. I don't know if you remember the table scene where like all it's like 8 of him in there. It's like that was such a beautiful scene.
Having conversations with each other, different personalities.
Say for example, a kid watches that 9 years old. They watch that scene.
Don't know that's one person.
He'll just be like, oh, what about it? And I'll be like, what if I told you every one of those people were the same people? He'll look at it different. He'll be like, damn.
Like what?
Because that's like not magical. Well, when you're younger though, you like I don't know how they did that.
Me being a real little kid, I thought that was all just different people.
I remember like seeing that. Now I guess when I was older. When I saw Big Mama's House. So I kind of like seen it before because I think White Chicks came out before. No, Big Mama's House came out before.
Yeah, Big Mama came out before White Chicks.
White Chicks came out, I think, before like the third Big Mama's House, maybe. Because it was like 04.
Big Mama's House came out first, then White Chicks.